Good afternoon, everyone. This is your girl, Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Now, let's go ahead and get into Nicki and the Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj should be ashamed of her motherfucking self. She tried to play Ice Spice like a motherfucking Raggedy Ann doll. She literally tried to motherfucking pull the strings when it come down to Ice Spice, and she said, hell nah, bitch, I ain't going. Get somebody else to do it, okay? Go find JT and you go play her like a motherfucker Raggedy Ann. I'm not the one. So, Ice Spice ex-friend by the name of Baby Storm, or Stormy, she exposed basically private text messages between her and Ice Spice. And a few weeks ago on IG, she took to her IG, Baby Stormy, and she made a post that stated, with her and Ice Spice pictures, the next person to be exposed will be my ex-best friend, Isis, aka Ice Spice, or as y'all know her, Ice Spice, okay? And she did just that. You know, fast forward now, a couple of days ago, she exposed these private text messages to the public on her IG page, like she promised. We didn't know if the girl was telling the truth or not. We don't know what caused her and Ice Spice to fall out. You know, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not really interested. But like I said, I was able to capture screenshots and read all this that her and Ice Spice, this conversation they had about each other. And, you know, it was about Nicki Minaj, okay? Now, Ice Spice called Nicki Minaj a ungrateful Delulu individual, okay? Now, this is in regards to the collab that they did a few months ago. The song called Barbie World, which is featured on the Barbie movie soundtrack. And what's very interesting to me, and this is new TR information that I wasn't privy to, that I did not know, because we all was under the assumption that Barbie reached out to Nicki and Nicki X Ice Spice for the feature. Like I said, maybe this is new information to me. I didn't know. I'm not sure if this was talked about or someone put this out there, but in the text messages to her friend Stormy, Ice Spice was letting her know that, hey, Barbie, the movie, reached out to me to do a soundtrack, to do a song for the movie. And they only wanted Ice Spice. They didn't want no features. They didn't want anyone else but Ice Spice to do the song. But as nice as Ice Spice, you know, is, it made sense to reach out to Nicki Minaj to do a feature on the song because, like I said, Nicki Minaj attached herself to the Barbie brand, okay? Now, y'all know she stole the Barbie brand from the original queen, the original black Barbie, Little Kim, Queen Bee herself. You know, when she was first up and coming in the industry, she took her style, her image, and she started calling herself the black Barbie. And the nerve of her Delulu Barbs tried to erase the history of Little Kim, but bitch, I ain't going, okay? So, you know, correction, Ice Spice, you said that, you know, Barbie is her brand. Barbie is not motherfucking Nicki Minaj's brand. It's Montel brand, okay? They the one who own Barbie. She attaches herself to Barbie because, like I said, a plant, okay, a seed was put in her head to steal someone else's image and their ideal at first. And then she ended up, you know, started claiming herself Barbie. So let's go ahead and correct that. But anywho, you know, so like I said, Ice Spice was very frustrated because what made her frustrated with Nicki Minaj is because she decided to add her on the Barbie World song, but the nerve of ungrateful Nicki Minaj, she wanted the whole publishing rights to the song, to the next 3 songs as part of the deal of her doing a feature on the Barbie World. Now, normally, you know, most artists have a feature fee that I've heard of. Some people charge $500,000, $450,000 for a feature. In this situation, it looked like Nicki Minaj didn't want a feature fee or artist fee. She wanted, you know, the rights in the publishing to the songs, and also 3 other songs that Ice Spice would do either by herself or with other artists. That was a deal that Nicki Minaj tried to, you know, throw to her a shitty deal. And it's almost kind of like she's trying to siphon the young girl money. She's trying to, like, leech off her goddamn funds to me when you look at this whole text exchange. And she was just like, like this, no, I'm not going to do it. Is she crazy? Like, she almost kind of like she act like my mother. You at this point, and she just like, girl, like, this is not the early 2000s. We in 2024, 2023, things are different. And then, you know, Nicki Minaj uses piss, for example, like, girl, when I came in industry, I took what was given to me, you know what I'm saying, the offer that was given to me, I took it, you know what I'm saying, so kind of like do the same thing. If you want me to, be a part of this song, because y'all know anything Nicki Minaj jump on is going to stream, this is what I'm offering. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is my bargain. And so, I spicy where Nicki Minaj was trying to screw her, basically screw her over. So she was venting to her friend Stormy about this. And you know what? Ice Spice is 100% correct. Like, girl, are you serious? Why would I, mind you, it's my song. Yes, you're going to write your verse or whatnot. But like I said, I'm going to pay you whatever you want. I don't care if it's $600,000, I'm going to pay you. This is what most artists do. So I feel like, it's a catch-22 to Nicki Minaj. And, she got a stigma, a real bad stigma about trying to use these upcoming female artists, to her advantage. And so now we're saying firsthand from Ice Spice that, Nicki Minaj trying to railroad her in this situation. And she called her ungrateful and, delusional. And she said that, this kind of left a bad taste in her mouth. And she said she's going to disassociate herself from Nicki Minaj, like detach herself, with Nicki Minaj after this whole ordeal. And she said that Nicki Minaj, one of her old managers of 10 years who worked with her, reached out to her and also confirmed that this was a fucked up shitty deal that Nicki Minaj was trying to throw her away. You understand? But I guess, Ice Spice was like, bitch, I'm up and coming, I'm new, but I ain't that damn desperate. I'm not going to do it. So I feel like the reason why Nicki Minaj decided to, do the song, why? Because it's a what they call a live action Barbie movie. So, before Barbie came out, like the whole, the ratings for the movie was really, really high. So I think it was very calculated that even though she didn't like the deal the Ice Spice team was giving Nicki Minaj, she went ahead and settled and, settled for the feature fee. Because like I said, remember her on this song, and also she's trying to, win a Grammy. You understand? Like I said, she want to attach herself to Barbie. She's been leeching and using Barbie for all these years. And she also been endorsing Barbie, even though Barbie have not reached out to Nicki Minaj. Like I said, she stole the whole Barbie idea from Queen Bee, Lil' Kim herself. And even though she give them free promo and all this other stuff, she does not make any commission. You know what I'm saying? She does not make any money off of Montel, by the way. She does this because it's beneficial to her brand, you know what I'm saying, which is Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she continues to attach herself to Barbie. But I got where Ice Spice was coming from. But you know what? Nicki Minaj, like I said, I've heard many, things about her and her doing these disgusting practices. And you would think with her being in the industry that, she wouldn't try to like railroad these girls like this. But I've been hearing this for a while. And like I said, Ice Spice is confirming what we all have heard and what most of us knew. That, this is why she, you see her signing these new female artists, but you don't see them going anywhere. The few artists that she did sign, 2-3 years ago, where are they? Or are they putting out any music? She not even, branding them anymore. And maybe they didn't like the shitty deal with trying to sign under her record, her record label. And as we all know, ain't nobody going to outdo Nicki Minaj. Ain't nobody going to come out on top, besides her. So I knew this was going to be a bad idea. But like I said, all this got leaked. Everybody talking about it. The Barbs are, upset with Ice Spice. Now, mind you, let's go backwards. A few weeks ago, the word on the curve, people was already saying that it was some tension between Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj way back when, because you know what? Cardi B kind of like pressed and told Ice Spice to drop that picture. You feel me? And she did exactly what Cardi B asked with no hesitation. She dropped that picture of them two, fanning out, taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? Being cool and collective, doing what little girls, young women do, excuse me. And so, it made, Nicki Minaj upset in the Barbs. And then she went to station head and she started talking in circles, ain't putting an ad on and saying that, people in the industry using her. No, correction. You used this young girl. Okay, she actually sent for you. You didn't send for her. And like I said, Barbie reached out to this young artist, Ice Spice, not a Nicki Minaj or Nicki Minaj. And mind you, you've been branding Barbie for the past, 14, 15 years of your rap career, on and off rap career. And like I said, they didn't even reach out to you, Nicki Minaj. You wasn't even a thought. You wasn't even an idea. You wasn't even part of a fucking brainstorm, girl. They wanted Ice Spice by herself. So that says a lot. While she around here screaming, Barbie, 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 I'm the Barbie, 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 and still, eating and leeching off a Barbie brand. You know what I'm saying? She ain't making no goddamn money. Girl, they ain't even reach out to your ass at all. And you on the top of your game. You streaming, you doing numbers. This before her tour. But like I said, you one of the most biggest female artists. I give that to you. You're very well known, but like I said, you ain't all that well known that they offered anything to you. They didn't want you to be associated with the Barbie movie. They wanted Ice Spice. That says a lot. And she just only been mainstream for 2 years. Okay, that's a whole read in itself. I said what I said. Now that I know this new information, I thought they reached out to Nicki at first, and Nicki reached out to Ice Spice. It's the other way around. I wonder why, this didn't come out way back when. I'm wondering why. Because it'll make Nicki look crazy. And she has not responded. I think she's going to respond, but she's going to talk in circles and throw shade and try to push that false narrative that, oh, Ice Spice used her. No, bitch, you used her, because let's be correct. When it came down to that Princess Diana song, you reached out to her to kind of beat Cardi B to the punch. Don't act like you was doing it because, you know what, you seen potential in her. You seen that she was hot, she was new, she was on the rise, she was up and coming. And you also knew that Cardi B dropped that little mix to munch, and it was hitting. She dropped a little sample. We kind of heard it, and people was pushing it, Cardi B to reach out to Ice Spice and make it happen, Captain. But she didn't. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to, I guess, do the full remix with Ice Spice. But she gave us like a little sample and we was here for it. And then Nicki Minaj sit up there watching and say, you know what, let me do what I do best. Let me just go ahead and work with her first before Cardi B changed her mind. And that's what she did. And then, like I said, fast forward now, Ice Spice wanted to work with Nicki Minaj again because, of course, when you work with Nicki, you do numbers. But like I said, it was a good idea to reach out to Nicki since she attached herself to the Barbie brand. That makes sense. But then to try to railroad the girl and, trying to like siphon all her little money, come on now, in a shitty deal, come on, girl. And she's up and coming. So I see what Ice Spice was really upset, and she's saying she's very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It's like so much energy dealing with her that she has to disassociate herself for her mental health. That says a lot. And this bring me back to when her and Lotto fell out 2 years ago. When she brought Lotto out, she called Lotto out in this whole Grammy situation. And then, Lotto had her ass recording their phone conversations, and you could see where Lotto was exhausted. And it's like, yes, Nicki, yes, Miss Nicki, she was trying to really be calm, cool, and collective, but Nicki was getting on her fucking nerves. She was trying to be respectful. And it's like this same situation with Ice Spice. And word on the curve months ago when they were shooting the Barbie World music video, I heard there was tension then. That Nicki Minaj stormed off on set. She cursed certain people out. Ice Spice was nervous, scared, shaking in her boots. I've seen a few videos on that. So like I said, definitely Nicki Minaj have rubbed Ice Spice the wrong way. And now she's seeing what all these girls, her ops have been saying in the recent years about her. She's very hard to work with. She's very difficult to work with. And like she said, it's giving jealous, envious, insecure vibes. And it's crazy because, like I said, remember, she is the biggest female rapper of all time. And she's still relevant, sold out tour, and she still would complain. Still unhappy. This girl would never be happy. But the fact that was really the gag and was really funny to me is that, girl, you ride so motherfucking hard for Mattel. You ride so hard for Barbie, bitch, and you wasn't even an afterthought. You wasn't even fucking idea. That's the motherfucking gag. Ice Spice was. They wanted to brand, associate themselves with Ice Spice before you, Nicki. That says a lot. That says a lot. And I wonder why. Because, like I said, she sings pop rap. But anywho, so, like I said, this got out and, the Barbs are upset. But like I said, they've been very iffy and shaky with Ice Spice anyways since that whole ordeal with Cardi B. They've been looking at her sideways. So, but I had did a voiceover a few weeks ago when this whole Cardi B and Ice Spice situation was when they was talking about it online and it blew up. And I gave my video. It's a part of that audio I cut out that I wish now that I should have dropped it. Why I said that I feel like Ice Spice would eventually go off on Nicki Minaj. She's gonna lose her cool and her shits, and she's gonna just like really go off because she's gonna get tired of like Nicki Minaj bullshit. And I wish I would have dropped that audio. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have just chopped it up. Because like I said, like now she's seeing your idol, you're somebody who you consider a mentor. Like she's nasty work. She's nasty business. And like I said, when you new in this industry, remember, you on the outside looking in. You don't necessarily want to believe everything that you hear until you experience it. And you know what? Ice Spice experienced Nicki Minaj. Now she see what Cardi B and what everybody else, but now she see what Megan went through. And I believe, Cardi B and Ice Spice been talking about Nicki Minaj. Oh yes, I believe they don't have their girls talk. And she probably came to Cardi B and let Cardi B know she's a bitch. She's a bitch, and you know what? She's very difficult. And probably Cardi B was like, girl, yep. I believe Ice Spice and Cardi B had that conversation about Nicki Minaj. That's why they was fanning out over each other. And like I said, Cardi B been telling y'all, these girls be in my DMs, you know what I'm saying, playing in my face. You know, they really like your girl. But they just trying to play two-face and kiss ass with Nicki, but they don't care for Nicki like that. Because like I said, you could tell she's very difficult. And we're going to see just how long this lasts with JT and Nicki. Before when JT started to get her come up, her rise as a solo artist, and Nicki Minaj started getting very jealous. They're going to fall out, too. But like I said, I feel like JT at this point trying to ride Nicki Minaj's wave because that's the only one that's kind of like partially endorsing her. Slightly, not much. She ain't really pushing JT like that. She letting her little fans, so give bare minimum support. But she ain't gonna really push JT like that because I really feel like Nicki Minaj don't care for JT either. And I don't think she believed in her rap career more like she believed in Megan. Trust me. You can tell. Okay, shade but not shade. I can tell that Nicki Minaj don't too much care for JT rap career because remember, she's the same one that crowned Ice Spice People Princess. Less than 2 years of Ice Spice being mainstream, she crowned Ice Spice the People Princess before JT. And look at Nicki Minaj now. Bitch, now your goddamn motherfucking face in the dirt, hoe. Now your face in the dirt. That's what you get. That's what you get. I don't feel bad for Nicki Minaj. It serves her right. She played nasty and she do these girls dirty. And now, like I said, you crowned this girl the People Princess. Okay, you gave her props. You bigged her up, bitch. And the whole time she didn't like your ass. When she see how you were. When she see how you were, she don't even like you, girl. But like I said, mind you, I'll use you for a feature too. You hot. Why not? So like I said, mind you, I've said it many times that I feel like a lot of these artists are going to use Nicki Minaj. They're going to use her. But they don't like her attitude, her personality. You can tell. She's problematic. She's very problematic. But like I said, Nicki Minaj talked about Megan Thee Stallion and laughed at her and say that how she's under a record label. And you know what? Like, she ain't got her masters and all this other work. All this other stuff, her old record label. And like I said, 2 weeks after that, Megan popped out. It was like, bitch, I'm an independent artist and I own all my masters going forward. So she popped Nicki Minaj and proved her wrong. You're the only one that don't own your goddamn masters in your publishing. Now let's go ahead and take a blast from the past. Pull this up. Let's go ahead and take a blast from the past, y'all. And let's bring up my very, very good friend, the Remy Ma. A friend in my head. I love me some Remy Ma. I'm a major fan of Remy Ma music. Early on music in the early 2000s. Now, y'all know when she sheathered, okay, Nicki Minaj those years ago, she said that Nicki Minaj signed a 360 deal. Okay, and that she was a motherfucking worker. Shout out to Remy Ma. That's why I get that term worker from. That worker. I call those mutts, those mangy mutts, barbs, mutts, the mutts that they are, and I call them workers. They're free workers, okay? So let's go ahead. I had to pull up the Sheether lyrics from Genius. And we're going to start off with Remy Ma saying this in her diss record. And stop talking about numbers. You signed a 360 deal through Young Money, through Cash Money, through Republic. Which means your money go through 5 niggas before you touch it. Any videos, promotions come out of your budget. Endorsements, tours, and merchandise, they finger fuck it. Woo. You make like 35 cents off of each Ducat. I own my masters, bitch, independent. So for every sale I do, you gotta do like 10. Ooh, God. Stop comparing yourself to Jay. You not like him. You a motherfucking worker, not a boss like Rim. Let me tell y'all something. I think Remy Ma diss track is the #1 trendsetter diss track in the female rap history, in my opinion. I mean, it's the bars, the words from words, and like she said, you signed a 360 deal, bitch. You got 3 motherfucking record labels eat off of you. But you got a nerve to diss Megan Thee Stallion and say that basically she making crumbs and she don't own her masters. But you don't own yours either. And then you trying to tell Ice Spice like, bitch, Lil Wayne gave me, a shitty deal and I took it. And you trying to tell this girl, to try to tell her like, okay, bitch, like, take whatever I give you. Are you fucking serious? When you being screwed and you don't own your goddamn matches, all the goddamn money you make, with all the songs that you write, all these hits, they're not 100% yours. You stay there making your money rich. But you're talking about all these other young girls who now smart, who knows the rap game, and who's making smart, you know what I'm saying, business deals. You trying to tell her, like, whatever, just take it. Girl, I just like, are you serious? The audacity. The audacity of Nicki Minaj. Don't get mad because you signed a 360 crappy deal and trying to, tell this girl, okay, let you fuck her over. Are you fucking serious? Like I said, girl, if I was Ice Spice, bitch, I'm not going to do the feature. I would have did it by my motherfucking self. Why not? But it's very telling that they reached out to Ice Spice instead of Nicki the Minaj, who screams Barbie every day, who gives Barbie free promo. And they ain't paying her motherfucking ass no attention. Or even came to the idea or considered her to be on the soundtrack. That's a motherfucking slap in the face. On Barbie, the movie, and Montel. That says a lot. That motherfucking says a lot. I know right now, Nicki Minaj is mad. She's mad, that this came out. And I also feel like Nicki Minaj knew that this was going to come out. And I feel like she was already previewed to what these, to the receipts that her friend girl was going to put out, because like I said in her station head when she was saying that certain people in the industry is using her, and then when Ice Spice, when she was saying that she's going to do the Fuck the Club Up remix too with Sexy, Ice Spice kind of shared it and she went on her station head really quickly, was like, let's keep it 100. Let me be clear here. Like she didn't say Ice Spice, but she was just saying it's only Sexy. Her and Sexy on Fuck the Club Up, not no other female artists. And people felt like she was throwing shade to Ice Spice. So I think Nicki Minaj been knew about these receipts weeks ago. We're just hearing it now. This is why, she kind of like I said, kind of like igging, you know what I'm saying, Ice Spice. And Ice Spice don't give a fuck. And that's probably why she was intentionally over there on the red carpet, fanning out over Cardi B. Because like I said, she really felt like she should have worked with Cardi B before Nicki. I bet she's regretting it now. But like I said, honey, we're going to see how this plays out. We're going to see how Nicki Minaj respond. Or like I said, bitch, talk in circles and don't put an ad on it and throw subliminals, girl. But like I said, at least we know, baby, Barbie did not come to you first. They came to Ice Spice. A person that's only been mainstream for 2 years. Like I said, remember, she's younger. She got the younger image. She's hot, even though you hot. But like I said, Nicki, you just kind of like, I don't want to say old and washed up, but it's kind of given that. Even though you're very relevant. But like I said, in their mind, you're old and washed up. You're not a fresh new, off the plastic Barbie. You understand what I'm saying? But all right, y'all. Child, I will catch y'all later.